So, da bin ich auch schon wieder zurück. Ich hätte mal keinen Grund zu scrollen können für die Sidequest. Oh ja. So. War schon so viel möglich. So. Wir haben jetzt noch eine Hidden Sidequest, die wir gleich machen können. Dafür müssen wir nach Crossbell City. Sollte aber recht. Ja, gut, simple Sidequest sein. Pia, wo bist du? Ja. Ich will gerade mal kurz. Nee, das muss ich schon abgeben. Gut. Ah, Margaret, how could you do this to me? You never had eyes for other men before. What changed? I have to do something before I lose her for good. I must. So Commissioner Pierre, not often you see him on the first floor. Looks like something's troubling him. Yes, it says. How long have you all been standing there? One time you heard what I was saying just now? Oh, you didn't get anything specific. If that makes you feel better. Dory did mention something about Margaret having eyes for other men. Oh, gotta be the name of your favorite hostess, Vice Commissioner. How dare you just watch us into his mouth? Margaret's the name of my missus. Missus? You mean your wife? Yes, you fool. Between losing my wedding ring and being passed over for the role of commissioner, she'd been nagging me like never before. What am I doing? Telling you all this. That's right. This commissioner came off as pretty ripped when he lost his ring. Sure, die Sidequest hatten wir in Zero. A month ago, but from the sounds of things, it's still giving him grief. So be it. I have another choice. Beggars can be choosers at times like these. Look alive as it is and give me a top secret mission straight from your vice commissioner. Top secret? What are you even talking about? Very frank, I would like for you to investigate my wife. You want us to look into your lady? Ja, sowas sollte man nicht machen, aber alright. What is I think a position for Brian does not violate department policy? You let me worry about department policy. This is for the essence here. Time is of the essence here. Consider a formal support request or whatever they are called if it makes you feel better. Now, what do you say? I guess that we code? What should we do? The unmarried council. I guess we can help the poor guy out. Okay, you clearly need a hand, so you can start out from the beginning. You really have me done? Good. I will tell you everything you need to know, but not out in the open. Follow me to my office. We can discuss the details there. Oh boy. Your wife has been seeing a host? Yep, that's right. As I understand it, she's been going to several clubs lately. I heard there's one host in particular whom she's been meeting with in secret. And you're positive this man is a host? I was about to ask the same thing. Don't you think you should have a little more faith in your wife? I do, but I decided to risk it all to find out for sure. That's how I came across the evidence in her purse. Margaret is meeting with a mysterious man named Light. Was right there in her daily planner. What kind of man has a name like that? It's a stage name. He has to be a host. I wouldn't call that viewable, but I won't say he's category 1 either. Just grasping for every story you can find. So you think she's seeing a host, do you? Sorry to tell you, but I've never heard of one who goes by Glide. Believe me, I would have. What? Seriously, Wazy? Hey, it's a social business, generally speaking. I know the names of all those working in the clubs in the entertainment district. I can't rule out a chance that he's some rookie who's took notice though. I just admitted you seem awfully knowledgeable about all of this. Don't tell me you're that new addition to the SSS, the one who is, in fact, a host? Why, yes. You scoundrel. You're a member of the police force. What would people say if they found out what he did off duty? Please try to calm down, West Commissioner. What West right now is figuring out what exactly your wife has been up to. Yeah, that's right. It was us, we've already tried to lecture him on that particular issue, and it's not going further. Their words, not mine. Back on topic. Mission searching for your wife's purse, correct? So did I condone the act, but did you find anything else that might benefit our investigation? Well, let me think. And now that I remember, the appointment reminder also had the location penciled in alongside him. Apparently, she's been visiting the restaurant in Central Square almost every afternoon. Or that's from Central Square, you mean Sept? If this guy truly is a host, why would you meet your wife in broad daylight? Well, it's not uncommon. Notice you get traced by the husbands at work. It happened more often than you would think. Many of hosts have regulars they only meet with during the day. And I'm alright, aren't I? Again, Vice Commissioner, settle down. And could you stop writing him up on purpose, Wazy? Who, me? Why, I would never. Ja, Press X tut auch. Würde ihn mit Absicht provozieren. Und das macht gerne. At any rate, I think we have a good grasp on the situation now. Would you mind stepping back and giving the investigation to us? Fine, whatever you think is best. Just make sure you get to the bottom of this. But do this with utmost discretion, am I clear? Understood, we'll get right to it. Right on it. I can't believe he agreed to this. To be fair, the Vice Commissioner did seem generally concerned about his wife. I think it's worth investigating until we see the truth of the matter for ourselves. If we must. So, where should we begin? Let's try the restaurant in Central Square first. If his wife has been there with this alleged host, often we might be able to get some information from the two directly. It sounds as good as a place to start as any. Cherry me off. Why is he so into this? Wenn es Beziehungen geht, Haus, Liebesbeziehungen, vor allem im Speziellen, wenn es Romantik geht, Wazy hat immer Bock. Dann auch noch Sept. Oh wait, das ist nicht Sept. Look. You have a keen eye, Margaret. Forgive me if I'm being out of line, but you truly are wasted on your husband. Oh, Clyde, you always have such a way with words. That's the main we were told about, and sure enough, he's with the Vice Commissioner's wife. So this is Clyde, is it? He doesn't look like any host I've ever met before. We should have grabbed a seat nearby so we don't call any attention to ourselves. There's a chance we managed to find something out. Understood. Let's split it up and sit at different tables then. Ist auch komplett unauffällig, wenn da auch 6 Leute auf dich starren. Oh yes, I looked over the pamphlet from before. And after seeing those photos, well, I just fell about in love on the spot. Did you now? Perhaps the two of us could go and visit sometime then? If you'd like, I could arrange for a room at the hotel. Oh no, there's no need for that. I've already gone. The view was just magnificent. Another single thing to complain about. That's wonderful. But only simplifies things too, and now we can move the plans forward a bit and... I do seem comfortable around each other. It sounds like they are planning a trip to Michelin together. So something seems off. The guy's being way too much of a kiss-ass. I don't have any decisive evidence yet though. Just keep listening in them. And now with that out of the way, I will just be excusing myself. Of course. Oh, and are you again at the club? I had no belong in the entertainment district. Yes, you can expect me to be there, ma'am. I wouldn't want to keep you from what you've been dreaming of any longer than necessary. Oh, I can hardly wait. Guess the date's over. What should you do, Lloyd? I have to find out anything concrete. Let's keep tailing them. I'm here, Wazy, and I will go up the glide. Ellie, well, we follow Margaret. Make sure you don't get spotted no matter what. Oh, understood. It's below the strand. Things are heating up nicely. So to keep you waiting, glide. I brought what we discussed. I received a briefcase. Hey, thank you very much, sir. So, how did things go? Oh, well, actually, she's been quite enthusiastic about the idea. We'll be closing the deal later at Blanc. That's good to hear. It's almost time for the next cruise ship to leave. I'll head back to Michelin and make sure everything's in order. It's up to you now, Glad. Secure this contract and it will rocket you straight to the top of the firm. I won't let you down, sir. Okay, Glad, you've got this. Here he goes. Guy sure is fired up. From the sound of it, he's meeting up with the Vice Commissioner's wife at Blanc. What should we do now? No need to keep telling me now that you've got what we need, right? Yeah, let's contact Ellie and the others. We should group at the police HQ for now. I think you've trusted enough to nail down who this black person really is. About I contacted Ellie and the others who had started shadowing the Vice Commissioner's wife. Decided to meet at the police department to relay the information to the Vice Commissioner. Well, how did the investigation go? Has my wife been having an affair with her host or what? Oh, please calm down, Vice Commissioner. Really, what happened when you traded Miss Margaret? I watched her closely as we could, but we didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. When she went back home to the residential district. And she didn't meet anyone else on the way. Oh, she does plan to meet this glide guy person at Blanc later. What? What does he think he's doing, taking my wife to a shady place like that? It's the last straw. I'll assemble an entire SWAT team and storm Blanc. That would be das wäre sehr dumm. Das wäre ziemlich dumm. Ich weiß den Grund, weil das Red Constellation Territory ist. I told you to calm down, Vice Commissioner. Last thing you want to do is send an armed officers there, you know, considering who owns the place. What am I supposed to do then? For a second we waste, the host gets closer to sinking a treacherous fangs into my Margaret. I don't think you have to worry about her falling prey like that. At least, not as far as hosts are concerned. What do you mean? Well, she had it figured out from the start, but I don't think this Clyde is the host at all. Pardon me? If he's the host, then what in the his name is he? Host, con artist, or salesman, isn't salesman. From what you could tell, Clyde is most likely a salesman. A salesman? Going off his speech pattern, it did sound like he wanted to sell something, just not his body or a good time. Exactly, his attitude in itself is proof that he's anything but a host. Gentlemen such as myself work hard to give lonely misdems a brief reprieve from their otherwise painfully mundane lives. A top-class host is quite a lady of courtesy, but he would never humble himself more than necessary. We aren't there to growl. I don't know if I put it quite like that what she did, but my conclusion is more or less the same. From what I could tell, Clyde and your wife didn't look at all like they were having an affair. If pushed, I'd say that came off more as a buyer and seller. That's the impression I got anyway. Seeing as they've met several times now, it wouldn't be unreasonable to say they're working out a business deal of some kind. If all this is true, just what sort of purchases is he sweet-talking my wife into? If we keep running with this theory, I think we can figure out what kind of salesman he is. Crossbell likely deals in... Real Estate. Einfach dem Grund, sie hat davon geredet, dass man da hingehen könnte, sich das angucken könnte, dass sie schon dort war, dass es eine schöne Aussicht gab. Es passt auf Real Estate. So he was trying to sell her property? Now that you mention it, Mitbekommen came up during the conversation at Wingstead. At first I thought it was about a vacation, but the pamphlet suggested otherwise. It was probably promoting upscale properties for sale in Michelin. Plus, after we tailed him to the Harbor District, Clyde received something from a man in a suit. That's right. The way they spoke to each other gave me the sense that it was his boss. Might have been delivering him a contract or some sort that needed her signature. To piece all of this together, Clyde is a real estate agent who's been in talks with her wife about buying a property. It's going along smoothly, and Miss Margaret was so receptive she even went to Michelin herself to scope out the location. Assuming this all's true, it will explain why she's been meeting with this man so often. Yeah, it's all starting to fall into place. And today they ended the final negotiations, which means the contract will be signed during their meeting at Blanc. As I think you get the gist of it now. Oh, wait just a second. Did any Margaret is trying to buy a property in Michelin without even consulting me? Wouldn't it? I find it not made of money. Does she know how little a vice commissioner makes? How does that woman expect to scrunch up that kind of mirror? Maybe she took out a loan? That's a possibility. He may have even convinced her to take out an unreasonably large one. This is worse than I could have imagined. I know what I must do. I'm going to storm into Blanc myself. I'm not going to let this shark swim in my wife right underneath my nose. I'll give this quiet fellow a piece of my mind and drag Margaret out of there if it's the last thing I do. Thus spoke the hen-pecked husband. I feel like we just flipped some horrible switches out of him. I'll tell you what, we're already here, so why don't we all go and lend you a hand? I don't want you guys to charge in the Blanc or buy a home, don't you think? I can't argue with that, but is that really the reason you want to go? You have a real penchant for chasing drama, you know that, Wazy. I haven't the slightest clue what do you mean. Because as if we don't hold him back, I highly doubt anyone else will. Yeah, we don't get much of a choice. I'm not too stoked about it, but I think I can get us into the place. Old pal Sex is probably in bouncer duties, had the door right about now. What else are you all mumbling about over there? I went for Blanc and you're coming with me, that's finer. Yes, sir. And that's what's up. Think you can let us squeeze on bar sex. And here I want to keep this a secret from Shirley and Sigmund, but I'm sure you already knew that part. I was just wondering when you'd show up again. Don't think it'd be as an errand boy though. We really have lost your touch, huh, Commander Randolph? Just like the young miss said. Stop calling me that already. I think this is the same vehicle we saw in front of Crimson Core before. Alright. I've looked the other way this once. Think of it as a little favor from me to you. Just don't stir up any trouble inside. Got it? I would say peep to the young miss and the wise leader. It will sound good. Just dandy. Well, I played my part. Looks like they haven't arrived yet, so better get inside if you're gonna ambush them. Think I'm gonna sit this one out though. That's fine. You should keep a lower profile anyway. Well, I'm going in one way or another. Now decide amongst yourself who else will be joining me. Ramon's worked up about us. Desperados carried him too far to back down now. There you go, I've been looking forward to this since we took this request. As Commissioner, Lloyd and myself should be plenty, yes? Yeah, that should work. The rest of us will remain here and stand by then. Make sure to contact us with your enigmas if you need backup. Will do. Okay, you two, let's head inside. Yes, in we go. Überhaupt nicht weird, wenn ihr da hinten chillt. Okay, if we got to your wife and that man we seated at the table over here once they entered the club. I see, that will do just fine. If it turns out he really is some crooked real estate agent, I will see to his arrest myself. Do you even want to say I would love to see that? Ah, don't look now, but I think that's them over there. Excuse me, I have a reservation for 2 on a glide. Yes, right this way, sir. Oh my, but this is a fancy club. Was this your first time visiting, Margaret? I think you've already seen everything Crossbell has to offer with your husband so high up in the police. Oh please, that's alright. He may be a vice commissioner, but his salary is peanuts. He'd much rather drink the night away with some hostess in a dingy bar than take his own wife out to dinner. Burn. My apologies then. It might already be noon, but allow me to kickstart the proceedings by buying you a drink. I'd be happy to accept. Don't worry, Vice Commissioner. Quite you, I don't need you telling me that what to do. So what if this knowledge at the tap room is beyond my means? A dingy bar suits me better, what's so wrong with that? Nothing besides your overwhelming inferiority complex. Bringen mir was a mistake. I mean, er war derjenige, der hierher kommen wollte, also ja. Shall I get down to business then? Grant retrieved what appeared to be a contract from his briefcase. As requested, the purchase agreement to the villa in Michelin's residential area. Simply sign your name on the dotted line and it's all yours. Ron, I've been waiting for this moment. I'd be more than happy to sign. Alright, there's a contract for property at the resort. So, what's the plan now? Still haven't known whether this is just on the up and up or not. Just stay ready for my wife, you charlatan. What? Pierre? Oh no. This can only go well. What are you doing here? Can't you just see at once, Margaret? This crooked retailer is winning you. Beg your pardon? No, hold on just a moment. You're crooked? I haven't done anything wrong in the least. Oh, funny joke, comedy man, you can't fool me. Pierre? You're running down my wife, putting her up into taking some kind of ridiculous loan on his property, aren't you? Pierre? Maybe caught her and get in her before I will let you sink your grubby claws into us like that? Pierre. Stay silent a moment, as the CBD's Vice Commissioner Ich will jetzt nicht so schreien. Denkt es euch einfach. Das Schussgeräusch dazu ist halt auch wow. I'm sorry, Snuggums. This was the quickest surrender I've ever seen. Do you whip crack? You go, Margaret. Goddess, how do I put up with you? You're supposed to be a wise commissioner. How could you so blindly jump to the wrong conclusion and treat this man like a criminal? Have you no shame? Well, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Hold on, I think this is all a misunderstanding. Right, it is. Now I'm hooked. Go on, Margaret. Spill the tea and don't leave a drop. Ah, very well. First, Gladiator is a respectable realtor who deals in luxury properties. The assessment was wrong to begin with. There's nothing crooked about him at all. But I don't understand. We don't have nearly enough funds to splurge for something like that. Actually, I recently took up trading stocks in my spare time. I've been making a tidy profit ever since. These past few days have earned me more than your salary could in half a decade. Okay, fair enough. This is stocks? To be honest, my patience with you has reached its limit. You're a pitiful man who can hardly look his own wife in the eye. Even your position was only earned through luck and connections. And I don't know if it's just so you can avoid being at home with me, but your late-night drinking binges are straining our finances. You're in a much better mood when you thought you were the next commissioner in line after the old one was dismissed. But when the other vice commissioner was chosen over you. Yes, our grapes have made you cross and complain incessantly ever since. Isn't that a little harsh, man? Quite honestly, I don't think I could live with you any longer. That was the reason I consulted Clyde. Hope to use my earnings to purchase a home for myself. The plan was to separate from you before eventually filing for a divorce. Originally, it is. Out come the claws. Now it's getting good. Come on, Margie. You're born without the ability to feel compassion. Did you just say originally? Huh? I did. You organized all of this because you were afraid of losing me, didn't you? Up to now, you've been too afraid of me to step foot in the house. I'm impressed that you went through with all of this. So tonight I want you to come home so that we can sit down and talk this through. Together. Oh, Margaret. I was so glad, but we're going to have to put this purchase on hold. This can't be, Margaret. I was so close. I thought if I cancelled the deal entirely. But it was wrong for me to negotiate alone. I look forward to discussing this again in the future. PMI might not be separating, but it probably still interests me. I'm sure I'll purchase it eventually. I would have preferred to close the deal today, but I suppose I can't force you to sign a contract. I'll just excuse myself then. But I'm so glad this wasn't worthy of anything in the end. I feel kind of bad for suspecting him the way we did. Oh, who cares about his feelings? What was that we kept the vice commissioner's seeking marriage afloat? I should be going to 2 p.m. I'll see you again tonight. We have plenty to discuss, so come straight home after work, understood? Yes, Nuggums. And so he danced the leash yet again. Ja. Ja. Sie hat ihn sehr, sehr eng an der Leine. Excellent book for today, SSS. We're glad that everything worked out in the end. It's a relief to know your wife wasn't being taken advantage of. That's all well and good, yes, but now I'm going to be paying out the nose for a villa I've never even seen before. Thank the goddess we are not getting a divorce at least, because we can use the new place as a weekend retreat. Margaret did seem charmed by it for what it's worth. Yeah man, sometimes you gotta give in and let the ladies have what she wants. Besides, the funds are coming out of her own stock market earnings in the first place. Which is a whole different kind of worms. How did Margaret even manage to... As if I need another reminder of how much more capable she is than me. Three pretty so, as to say. We as a aim, as long as I'm still a married man in the end of the day, I'm cool. For thanks, SSS. Anytime, as Commissioner, you can always count on us. Just show ourselves out now. Alright. Damit haben wir das. So. Als nächstes Stranger Danger. Kann ich in die Garage gehen.
Yes.